What's up, Seth Síyon? This is a extension of Outside the Box. I call this conscious conversations. It's been a minute, so I just wanted to, speak some words to the collective. But so yeah, it has been an interesting couple weeks, months, with all this lunar eclipse and for those who are in tune, it's been a major shift going on within in the world. Uh, it's been a lot of truth and awakening. People been feeling kind of weird, strange, uh, even like some kind of um, body's not being in alignment. Might feel like some sickness, but it's not really sickness. It's just from the shift that's going on with all the within the cosmos. You know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of people have been experiencing a lot of sicknesses and uh, insomnia, restlessness. I can keep going on, even from like feeling like having like cold, like fevers and headaches and stuff like that. But it's all what's going on with this. Cause see, we're upcoming on the new year, the true, real new year, not January 1st. That's not a new year, okay? So we're approaching a new year, April 1st, which is why they call it April Fool's Day. Yeah, so it's and this year it's like an epic year for like the whole solar system. You know what I'm saying? Like this is one of them years where it's the matrix is being destroyed. So it's like you're in the 3D or you're in the 5D. The matrix has been destroyed. There's no in between no more. So a lot of things are going to be transpiring. A lot of truth is going to be revealed. That's going to be a lot of separation. And when I mean that, when I say that, I'm talking about as far as like people that you are aligned with, and it's not. See, like we were raised as those like your blood, your family is like your tribe or whatever. That's who. But now it's like that's a physical connection that don't hold. That don't hold. It's like you got to have that spiritual connection, and it's through the soul. So the separation is gonna be connecting, aligning yourself with those whom are like kindred spirits, those who resonate with you spiritually versus physically. So this is like this is a time where like, and then I'm gonna tell you something too. Like, so a lot of people have been like showing videos of extraterrestrial activity going on in the skies and stuff like that. Some of it's real, some of it's not. The reason why is because of this awakening that's happening and this shift. It's kind of like they've been waiting on this. It's like the blockbuster movie. You know what I'm saying? They've been waiting on this for a minute. They had the preview, so now they like, I want to come see this. I want to be there to see this. You know what I'm saying? So that's why people start to see these lights in the skies and these objects that they can't describe. But don't get it twisted, because the government does have a lot of contamination with that too. They've been controlling the weather so per se, with the fog. Because they know the truth. They don't want us to awaken. They don't want, because at the end of the day, they know their reign is over. The world system, the world government, their reign is over. But they're going to do anything they can to try to prolong their reign, because they know once they lose control, it's over. Like they will never get it back. So their job is to do what they can to try to. You can't stop it, but you can, those who are not aware, they won't be able to ascend and receive the upgrades that most of us are receiving right now. And that's what's basically going on. Our bodies are receiving upgrades, so that's why people are feeling the way they feel. um, a lot of changes in their life around the people they hang around, stuff like that. So just, it's a time to be aware, be conscious, and go with your journey, your purpose. Don't worry about the other stuff, the distractions. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going, like, and that's another thing. And not only through the media, through the airways, but it's like even people around you, those who are not in alignment with you spiritually, to cause distractions to keep you off course. So you got to make sure that you stay diligent in your purpose for who you, being conscious of who you are, knowing who you are, and just doing what you're supposed to do. Not worrying about what nobody else says, not worrying about nobody else, because at the end of the day, it's like, now it's all about you. This is, we got to the point where we're in a stage of, it's, a period of selfishness, but all for the growth of your spirit or your soul. So yeah, this is a period of being selfish. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because it's all about, and the only way that we can, people always, look at for, like, they say the Savior's coming. We need a Savior. We need people to, you need somebody, you need a leader and all that stuff. Like, I get it, but it starts with the self. Like, if we can get a collective people to focus on themselves and live in their purpose, then that's what saves the world. It's not going to be one person. It's not going to be, nothing like that. So it starts with the self. You have to love yourself. You have to walk in your truth. And a lot of people might not understand it. They might not agree with it. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is, it's about everybody living in their purpose and living in their truth. And the only way you do that is you have to have that, you have to be, like, diligent, and have, like, you got to have time in solitude. You have to have time to really meditate. You have to have time to isolate, and also separate from things that take you away from you or suppress you. There's nothing worse than being suppressed. Not being able to be who you are, not being able to show your full potential. And this is that time where you got to be like, you know what? And it's like, you got to make some major decisions. Sometimes they might not seem, doable. It might seem, crazy, but you have to go with who you are. You have to go with who you are. And that's the only way that things will be the way they're supposed to be. It's gonna be a while. It's a process, because, like I said, this is a monumental year, 2025, and especially these next. Well, actually, it's been this past 2 months since the January 25th alignment, all through, this past one that we had, the lunar eclipse, and it's gonna go on through April, like first week of April. And again, like I said, this is the break of the new year. We're approaching it, the new year. So also, another thing I want to challenge people on, like, what is your definition of love? Now, think about this before you, because a lot of people don't really know what love means. They think they do, because, society has molded us to think love was, a certain way. And basically their teachings of love it's like in a small box. It's a very small box. But understand that love is infinite. Love is everything. Love is freedom. Love is liberty. Love is not possessive. Again, love, it covers all iniquities. It covers all like wrongs and everything. And I say that to say, this is the time where the truth has been breached. Something that society has not wanted, because they lose control, because they want us to be a certain way so they can have control, so they can stay in power, so they can stay wealthy, rich, and in control, because that's basically what it all boils down to. But love is infinite. Love is like, love has, it's you cannot put it in nothing. It's just infinite. It's infinite. So I like challenge people with that, because like I said, the way society has programmed us to think about love is opposite of what it really is. Love is the universe. Love is the creator. Love is us. Only if we know how to tap into that. But anytime that you're in any kind of association or relationship, a lot of people use the term very, very loosely, even in relationships. Even if it's like, and that's another thing. We all have titles for our our way of saying we love somebody, but love has no titles. I get it. You want to say you have a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a fiance, a wife, a husband. That's how society has basically defined love for us. But it's contrary. It's opposite. Because once you start throwing titles in there, then it contaminates what love is. Because, for example, if you, and like I said, I've been through all this, you know what I'm saying? From girlfriend, boyfriend, to being married, all that. But when you throw them titles in there, then it becomes contaminated, because now it's like ownership. Love is not ownership. Again, love is liberty and freedom. But we've been programmed to like, you are mine, or basically like, I own you and you are me. Like, no, that's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, the same way that we all have free will, that's how love is. It's free will, and it's also, like I said, it's no title, it's no possessiveness. And what happens is, when you claim that ownership, and you claim that like, you are mine mentality, it gets contaminated, because then that's when jealousy comes into play. That's when envy comes into play. That's where anger comes into play. Bitterness, resentment, all these things that is contrary to love. But you constantly confess that you love this person. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because again, love cannot be possessed. Love is freedom. Now, the thing about relationships and association, it's all about an agreement. And the reason how society has taught us to be in relationships and stuff, is all been physical. It's like, what this person can offer me, how they look. um you know it's all about the ego. It's all about the ego. It's nothing genuine. Not saying, like, I'm not saying all relationships or marriages, whatever, not like it's like this. But what I'm saying to you is, that's the way society has basically programmed us. It's all physical. It's all ego. Because again, it's like possessiveness. Forever and ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's we all. First of all, we're not here forever and ever. First of all, second of all, everything has a timing. Everything has an expiration date, and that's okay. Again, that's love. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we're meant to be with certain people to help us evolve, and then sometimes it's a time for us to separate. But what happens is, we feel trapped, that we don't know how to separate in a loving way, and it ends up being like this hatred, resentment, cursing. And when I say curses, I mean like I hope they boo 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 boo. I'm not gonna say what most people be saying, but yeah, it comes into cursing. So when you end up cursing people just because y'all didn't work out, and it is not even the fact that y'all didn't work out. It's just the fact that y'all time had been expired. Y'all was together for a season. Everything in life has seasons. Everything has divine timing, and nature teaches us that. The world teaches us that. We have winter, we have spring, we have summer, we have fall. Even though, like I said, this is not for saying this is the way it's supposed to be for everybody. Again, it's just knowing who you are, living in your purpose. So but again, society has programmed us to think this way, so most people feel like that's the only way. But you have to live in your truth. You have to live in your truth. Whatever it is, you have to live in your truth. You have to own your truth. You have to be confident in who you are. You have to be confident in who you are. But don't ever look at love as being like this. You know what I'm saying? It's infinite. It's infinite. And when people say they're in love, what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does in love mean? And I've heard many people give their meanings of it and definitions of it. But then when I break it down, it's like, because what is in love? If you're in love with somebody, do you know whatever you call the creator, the universe? I call him Yahweh. I know that's what his name is, Yahweh. He is love. So when you say that you're in love, that means you are in the creator, Yahweh. And he is within us as well. We are apostles of the creator. We are apostles of Yahweh. That is the only thing that you can be. That's the only way that you could be in love is through him. Not through nothing in this world, not through nobody, not through nothing, no objects, no nothing. It's through him. That is the only way. So again, I'm just speaking the truth. I'm just speaking the truth. I know this might not resonate for everybody, but I know there's some people out there that's gonna really understand and think about what I'm talking about right now. Again, because love is everything. This whole world is all through love. We're here to experience this world because of love. We're here to experience associations, relationships, and friendships through love. So we cannot contaminate that, because we cannot take that lightly and contaminate that, making it our own. And that's what happens. That's the way society has programmed us. They try to make it to it's like we own love. No, we don't. We don't. We're here to evolve. We're here to love. But like again, you cannot put it within a person, a thing. It's all through the creator, Yahweh. It's all through him. So think about that. Think about that. Think about that. It's all through him. And just understand that when you proclaiming to love somebody, then that means that you want this person. First of all, you got to have a soul connection with this person, especially if you are in a relationship with this person. Because granted, we're supposed to love everybody, everything. I get that. But as far as you being in like a relationship, it starts with that friendship, and that's what most people skip. It's like you meet somebody, you go out, blah blah, you like them, and and then it's like, okay, now you mine. They skip the friendship part. You know what I'm saying? They don't even really get to know each other. It's just because that's the way that we've been trained and programmed. But friendship is the beginning of a genuine association and relationship. Think about it when you went to school. You know, you met friends, and sometimes you had friends from when you first started school until now, or like decades and years to come. You know what I'm saying? But that friendship was all about freedom and all about liberty. It wasn't like you and mine, and you can't, be with nobody else. You can't have nobody else. You know what I'm saying? So again, you have to build a friendship in order to have a genuine relationship with anybody. Now, if you want to get on a romantic or intimate level, it's the same way. It's the same way. It has to start with a friendship, because what happens is people just they jump from relationship to relationship because they feel like that they can't be alone. Um, they feel like that's the way it's supposed to be. Like you're not supposed to be by yourself and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, you have to have a genuine friendship with somebody in order to, especially when it comes to like an intimate relationship. Friendship is very, very important. Most people skip that, and the time for it is no certain. It's no set time to this thing. It's just you knowing this person to the point where you want them to be the best person they can be. You are there to help them evolve to be who they're supposed to be. You're not there to suppress them, telling them that they can't do this or they can't do that. Setting these rules like you can't. That's possessiveness. I understand that. That's possessiveness, and that's not love. It's not has nothing to do with love. That's possessiveness. So you have to allow people to be who they are. And again, if it's not for you, that's something that you will learn through the friendship part. Because you'll get to a point like, okay, I respect you and I love you for you, but I just know that this is not for me. And that's cool, because again, that's being genuine, that's being real. That's going through the process the proper way without having to go through that, and then later on y'all hating each other and cursing each other, and you have bitterness and whatever. And another thing I want to say too, we got to be careful what we entertain, what we put into our head. Cause I've had this conversation with a lot of women, to be exact. You look at the world today, and a lot of people like, well, I just keep it real. A lot of women wonder why, they're single mothers, and the father, not around, and they're doing it on their own. But you got to remember now, it was a period in the early 2000s where let me think, back then it was like Destiny's Child, and all these female, young female groups, and they had this little independent movement going on. And like I say, words have power. First of all, this whole world is created through word, so words have power. So what you say and what you retain is going to affect your life. Man and woman are not independent from, we are not meant to be independent. First of all, it goes for man, it goes for woman. We're not meant to be independent. So if you're entertaining that, I can buy this, I can do this, I can do that, I can do it on my own, blah blah blah, that's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to get. Simple as that. And like I said, it go both ways. But just understand that words have power. So even if you listen to this song and you singing this song and gotta buy my shit, I don't need no man, no. Be careful. Be careful. That's what happens. It's gonna happen because that's what you were putting in the subconscious. So everything that goes in your subconscious is gonna manifest in the physical. That's the universal law. That's the universal law. The same way we have laws in the world through the judicial system, we have universal laws that most people know nothing about. And again, words have power. The things that you retain, the things that you say, will play out. It will play out. So, think on that. But I'm not gonna hold it too long. I just wanted to get that out, spit that, and then let's just let you know, like, you know what I'm saying, these next couple weeks, I just want people to just be in tune with themselves. And when you feel like you might be confused or you may be tired or whatever the case is, that's time to get in tune with yourself. So it's gonna take some isolation, it's gonna take some solitude, it's gonna take some just, meditation, praying, whatever to get you. Oh, nature. Oh my, yeah. Go out in nature. This is time to really go out in nature and just get to yourself and just really meditate. And I know that's something that's that's rarely practiced. It's rarely talked about in the world, but that's like very important. That's like, and if you're looking at this, like I said, this is for the collective, those who are conscious, those who awakened. If most people don't understand what I'm even talking about right now, but go out in nature, hug trees, walk barefooted, sun gaze when the skies are clear. Again, like I told you before, the government, they doing everything they can to like prevent this grand awakening, and it's going to be a solar flare soon. No one knows when, but they're trying to do everything they can to like numb it down and contaminate as much as they can. But when the sun is out and the skies are clear, make sure you go out in it. Sun gaze. And all that bullshit about looking at the sun, like you're not supposed to look at the sun, that's bullshit. That's where you receive your energy. And when I say that, I'm talking about that energizes your soul, which is the source of your body. So when you energize and you do the things for your soul, that portrays through your physical body. You get what I'm saying? That's why you have people, you see people now that are getting it. They may be in their 40s and 50s, and they're in their 20s. Cause I'm 23. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm 23. But anyway, so yeah, and then when the moon at nighttime, go out and I call it moon shower. Just get out there, just let that light just hit you and just embrace it. That's where you get your intuition. Like the moon is very like spiritual. You get great intuition, and it's just like, again, all this stuff charges your soul, which is that's our source. This shit right here, this is a bodysuit. And this shit is going right back to where it came from, in the dirt. The soul is the most important thing because it's eternal. We never die. So when people say somebody died, nobody died. Nobody. Now this goes, yeah, this, but our soul lives forever. And I know most people can't even grasp that understanding. And that's cool, but just know that our souls is infinite. We transcend. That's what happens when we leave this bodysuit. We transcend. As simple as that. No one dies. Of course, we are human, so of course we're going to grieve those that do transcend because we're human, and we're gonna miss them, and but just know that nobody dies. We transcend. And then what they say, you go to sleep. No, you don't go to sleep. It's like a blink of an eye. You transcend, and it's like, and you are your true source once you transcend. So take care of your soul by doing the necessary things. Again, nature, the sun, the moon, meditation, praying. Also, fasting. Fasting is very important. I'm missing. Oh yeah, working out. You got it. Even though this bodysuit is not the source, we still have to take care of it because we're here in this world with it. So we do have to take care of it. We do have to work out, do our the diligence with that. Exercise, whatever, whatever. It don't take probably but 15-20 minutes a day. You know, it takes commitment, it takes dedication, but again, everybody can do it. It doesn't. You don't have to have a gym membership, but most people do because it helps, motivate to be around other people, especially if you don't really know what you're doing. So yeah, a gym would be good, especially for somebody don't know what they're doing, because that way they can be around other people to kind of like see what they're doing or see what works for them. And that's the whole key of like anything, like do what works for you. you know. But a lot of people go to the gym and they get discouraged because they look at other people and like, I want to get like them, or what, how can I, it's all about what works for you. Even with your diet, like they got thousands of different diets out there, and all of them supposed to work, but everybody's different. The diet that works for me might not work for you, vice versa. So you have to figure out you have to figure out yourself again, and the only way to do that is you have to spend time to yourself. You have to really be in isolation and solitude with yourself to figure yourself out. Because once you figure yourself out, you won't want or need. When I say want or need for nothing, basically what I'm saying is you won't suppress yourself for anybody or anything. And you'll be basically aligned with those whom are like you, and those that you are supposed to be around, and those who you're supposed to be with. And that's a recipe for happiness. I mean, we in this world, and we have it's contaminated. It's very contaminated, and the reason why is because we've been in bondage to lies. We've been in bondage through society. We've been in bondage through religions. We've been in bondage through the media. I can keep going, So this is a time to be free and to be happy. And again, love is freedom. Love is liberty. Love is everything. What we was brought up to think love was, erase that shit. Erase it. Erase that shit. That's not what it is. Again, I'm gonna go through these things. If you are jealous, possessive, envious, anger, hatred, bitterness, that has nothing to do with love. You have been bamboozled. You have been deceived. Love is everything. Love is freedom. So really take note of that. Really challenge yourself on that. Ask yourself, are you living in love? You know what I mean? Challenge yourself. Because the thing about it is, everybody's not going to get this. And that's cool. I'm just dropping seeds. That's all I'm doing. I'm dropping the seeds. And when they be watered and how they be watered, that's not my job. I'm just here to drop the seeds. But what I'm saying is, if a few people can get this, it'll be a major change, a major change, because as a collective, those that are conscious, we've already like shifted the whole universe. You know what I'm saying? That's why we have these. That's why we have the extraterrestrial people, the people that's here now watching this. You know, man or the government will consider them aliens. No, they're not. We're the aliens. They've been here way before we got here. Way before we got here. If anything, we're the aliens. They've been here. They are so advanced, and they're actually helping us. Behind the scenes, they're actually helping us. So, um, yeah, they are here to help us. But of course, the government's gonna make them feel like that they're here to harm us, or to, you know, you see movies like Independence Day and all that shit right there. But no, they're not here for that. They are here for they are here for our evolution, and they're here in love and peace. They're here in love and peace, but they also know that they just they can't interfere until it's the right timing. So again, when you see these things in the skies and stuff like that, it's nothing to fear, nothing at all to fear. Again, the government, they have things, they have projections that they use too in the sky to make people be scared or whatever and have fear. But you will know the difference. You will know the difference if you see it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so, and that's like, I could talk about that for like hours. But I ain't gonna get too deep in that. I just want to really spread this message of love, and what love is and what love is not. So if you're watching this, make sure you share this to somebody, because people need to hear this. People need to hear this. This is not nothing that you're going to hear on many platforms. And I'm not doing this to be famous. I'm just trying to spread the truth. I'm just trying to spread the truth, because I want people to evolve. I've been on my journey for over a decade, and the way I did it, I didn't have nobody to guide me. I didn't have no mentor, no spiritual mentor. I didn't have nobody to guide me. It was just me and Yahweh. So I made a lot of fuck ups. I went through a lot of shit that I probably could have avoided if I had somebody to help me through the process. But you know what? I was supposed to go through it that way, because now I can be a testimony. I can be one to relate to the collective, because I've been through it. You know what I'm saying? I've been through it. I know what you're feeling. I know what you're going through. I felt everything and been through it. But so, like I say, I'm kind of like a cheat code. I can like help you get through it without going through it, without going all the way down that rabbit hole like I was doing. Yeah, so I'll be to throw you a lifesaver or a ladder to get you out real quick. Yeah, I've been in them holes now, for real. I've been down there in the dark. So yeah, so I'm just trying to be the cheat code to like just help people evolve to be who they are, and give people understanding, because a lot of times people don't know who, like, they feel certain things and know certain things and don't know who to talk to, because they don't want people to think they crazy, or something wrong with them, they're weird or whatever. And I'm trying to break that narrative, man. Ain't nobody crazy, ain't nobody weird. We're spiritual beings. Even though we're human beings, we're also spiritual beings. So a lot of things that we don't know how to explain, it don't mean that you crazy or you weird. It just means that you have been awakened and enlightened. That third eye has opened up. When the third eye opens up, everything shifts, everything changes. Your whole life changes. So, a lot of people don't know, who to talk to about these things. So I try to make this a normal conversation. Get what I'm saying? And we need to, and we all need to make this normal. And granted, like the past couple years, I've seen like a lot of people, especially on social media, that are on their like journeys and spiritual journeys, and they're talking about it. They're discussing it, and that makes me feel good, because I'm like, 10 years ago, you talk like this, people people try to put you in the hospital or something like that. You know what I mean? And then they try to put you on medication to suppress it. So you gotta make it normal. You gotta make it normal. So again, also, I haven't forgot. I know a lot of people ask me about my 25th episode, Outside the Box with Seth Síyon. It will be probably in the beginning of the new year, not January now. We know April 1st. It'll be somewhere around the first week of April. I'm gonna have to try to do that 25th episode, and that's really gonna give everybody basically educating everybody of who I am and my whole journey. So it'll be good shit. It'll be good shit. Yeah. Anyways, y'all, gratitude for tuning in. Make sure you like, make sure you share. This is powerful message that need to be shared to the collective. So make sure you share it to those whom you feel could benefit from this message. Use wisdom. So again, take care of yourselves. Go out in nature. Again, do your meditation. Isolate yourself when needed. Be in solitude. Rest when you need to. Also, I forgot to talk about that, but yeah, a lot of people have been feeling like they've been tired, and like, this is the time where you need to listen to your body, first of all. So if you're feeling tired, feeling sleepy, rest. I don't give a fuck what's going on, who got what going on. If you feel like you need to rest, rest. Because again, we're receiving upgrades, so we have to align ourselves with the process. I say it like that. We have to align ourselves to the process. So when you feel like you need to just be alone, be alone. If you feel like you need to rest, rest. If you feel like you need to go somewhere, go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no set rules here. Just go with the flow. Go with your intuition. Go with the flow. And do everything in love, and love yourself. Love your. I don't know how many times I keep saying this, because make sure to understand what loving yourself means also. Anybody can say, I love myself, blah, blah, blah. Do you? Can you be by yourself? Word up. Can you be in a room and just be having I don't care, you want to call it talking to yourself, whatever, listen to music, dancing to yourself, or whatever. Like, love yourself. Look in the mirrors and love yourself. And there's something that you don't like, fucking change it. Change it. But love yourself though. First, love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, I don't give a damn who you with or who you want to be with. It will never work. Because love starts with self first. It starts with self. You can't expect nobody or anything to love you the way you need to be loved. That goes for dogs, cats, pets, horses, whatever. People, it starts with yourself. People substitute so many things to get love, and they see it in the mirror every fucking day. Yourself. That's where that true love comes in. It comes for yourself. When you look in the mirror, you're supposed to be like, I love you. I love it. Like, for real. If you be by yourself in your room by yourself, you should be able to like just have fun with yourself. All right. I'm gonna leave it there because I feel like I keep going on that one for about another 30 45 hour. But yeah, make sure y'all again, if this is your first time tuning in, I have my podcast on my YouTube, Outside the Box with Seth Síyon. Um, I also have my episodes and I also have lives like I'm doing right now. So if you haven't seen those, make sure you go back and look at those, because like I be talking about real shit. Word up, I'm talking about real shit. So check it out, share it with a friend. If you have any questions or anything you want to ask, leave them in the comments, and I hit you back. Also, record your dreams. For those of you who dream, make sure you record your dreams. And the best way I tell people is keep it like a notepad and a pen up under your pillow. And whenever you wake up and you have that, remembrance of your dream, write it down right then. Like, just write down enough so you be able to remember it. If you do go back to sleep or wake up, because once you go back to sleep, it's gone. 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna remember it. But dreams are very important. They are messages from the Creator, from Yahweh, to help us through our ascensions and evolution. So, and the thing about dreams also is they have to be interpreted. So I do that also. I do interpret dreams, but yeah, they have to be interpreted. And dreams are, it's like our natural mind tries to interpret it, and that's when it gets contaminated, because that's not what it's saying, that's not what it's meaning. So definitely get with somebody that is spiritually awoken, that knows how to interpret dreams, because again, like, you have dreams and your natural mind be thinking something, and it has nothing to do with that, because we looking at it from a carnal view versus a spiritual view. So yeah, you definitely have to but yeah, definitely record your dreams regardless, because sometimes even if you don't know how to interpret, it'll make sense later on down the road. So you'll be like, oh, that's what that meant, and then that'll give you more knowledge on dreams and like how to interpret it, stuff like that. But in the beginning, I would definitely seek somebody's counsel or help that's spiritual mentor or spiritual master, dream interpreter. So yeah, record your dreams. All right, y'all. Gratitude, love, peace. Be easy.